Today's been quite interesting. I was very busy from my perspective. I had a lot of a lot of work around just trying to make things run smoothly for the team. I did laundry, which took a long time. Washing it, hanging it up, putting it in the dryer, checking on it, getting it, and it still wasn't done, and yada yada yada. I had to do a blog post. Well, I was keen to do a blog post to let people know what's going on. It's really important to let people who aren't here but who've been supporting us and encouraging us stay up to date with what's happening. So I did that. I had to go and fetch water, which is relatively easy, but it's bloody heavy, and just had to carry it from the tank. Roger's been very cool. He's got a couple of JoJos collecting water off various roofs around their accommodations. So being the rainy season, he doesn't mind too much if we take some of that. Yeah, I had to take the rubbish out and do various things, just kind of cleaning up around here. Really just trying to make sure that everybody's comfy and everybody's happy in what they're up to. Guys are tired. There's concern around the food this evening, we're working with Rog and with the local ladies to provide catering for us, and then there are these 5 other people, and then they had 2 visitors tonight, so we sat looking at a meal for 17 that didn't really look like it was going to feed 17, and so I had to go and chat to Rog and play the diplomacy game. Yeah, just try to figure out how we can manage it, to continue to feed back into the process. The lunches have been absolutely fantastic. Dinner was fantastic last night, and the portions were just great. But with an extra 7 people, there was no ways that meal was gonna really fill us. Particularly, taking into account, and this is what I got to look at. Like, the guys are hungry. The guys have been working incredibly hard, and we need to be taking some care of them. Well, that's my concern anyway. But guys are busy. Roger's got a number of things on his plate. Pete's busy handing over much of the running of Jabulani to him. Pete's got a lot on his plate. He's packing up his life. He moves out of his flat tomorrow. He's handing over his job from the last year. He's preparing to leave a community that he's become very involved in, and so guys are busy. Gerrit was a bit frustrated today, I think, because we didn't make quite as much progress as he'd hoped. So I got some feedback from him and gave it to the guys. 2 big things we're taking away are not to bother him looking for tools. We should be able to wander around the site until we find them, and to share the skills we're learning with each other and not require him to instruct us whenever we start something new. So both totally valid points, and if we can take responsibility for those things, Gerrit will have a lot more time for himself. So it's been a challenging day. I'm bloody tired. I really am very tired, and as much as I like hanging out with people, hanging out with people under difficult circumstances is very hard work. Concerned about some of my guys not sleeping particularly well, and also we had a big kind of meeting after supper tonight, just chatting about the tasks that different people are doing, and just making sure that everybody's happy doing the work they're doing. It's a tough call. We're here to do a job, but I want it to be enjoyable for these guys. I want it to be an experience that they cherish, rather than one that they look back and go, oh my goodness, I worked with a pickaxe and a shovel for 2 solid weeks. I want it to be something enjoyable that they can look back on fondly. I think Jamie had an interesting time. They had some shopping to do in Mthatha, so he went in with Rog. They took my car. it carries a bit more than the golf they normally use for the shopping. And they had to pick up tiles and things, heavy things. But somehow Rog left his phone at home, and then they lost the shopping list, and I don't know, town was probably quite busy, a couple of days before New Year, so I think Jamie got an interesting umtata experience. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, man, I'm doing alright. Doing alright. It's busy. It's hard work. You know, tomorrow I don't know. I'm glazing, but I should probably also be doing more laundry and who knows what else. Just keeping an eye on my guys. I think we're having a bit of a party tomorrow night, so that should be cool. So I need to organise a braai. Find a braai, find some firewood. Make those kind of things happen. So we should be able to get that sorted. What else do I need to say? The glass is going in. It's actually been quite cool. Kaz and I make a good glazing team. I started glazing with Teak yesterday, and we were doing great. And then Kaz was looking for a change, so she came in and got involved. 3 of us grafted together, and a little bit superfluous having 3 people in the glazing team. So Teak went off and found something where he could, sweat a bit more, I think. And Kaz and I work really well. So we got a little bit of a routine down. We got 1 more bathroom to do, and 5 windows around the 4 windows around the front doors. So it shouldn't be too serious. We should be done mid-morning, late morning, and yeah, quite enjoying that. Tomorrow I've got to cut glass. So we'll see how that goes. I watched Gerrit do it today. I've cut glass once or twice before, but it's I'm finding it a little daunting because we don't have a lot of spare glass. Like if I bugger this up, then it could be a few days or a couple of weeks before we get more glass in to actually finish that. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty stoked out. All right. Yeah, I think that's about it for me.